It's late here. It's late there. Um, okay, so I'm Courtney. For those of you, hey Caitlin. For those of you I haven't talked to yet, I know you said your name is Carrie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you just signed up like just a few hours ago. Okay, so the reason I wanted to do this is because y'all's team is growing very, very fast, and like faster than I've ever seen. And so y'all are on a team where y'all have a really strong leader, and she's learning the ropes. And so I feel like I always support my girls. I don't care if I found you or if like 6 people removed from me found you. I want to help y'all. My thing is I want to help as many people as I can. I just want to like tell y'all some stuff because this business can be very scary if you aren't like prepared for certain things, and if you kind of don't know that you have a good support system. And so the first thing I want y'all to know is like I am here for you. I don't care if I don't know you. If you're having a rough day, if you're sending out messages and no one's responding and you're like, this sucks, like that's what I'm here for. So I want y'all to know that up front, that some days are like that, and that's okay. I am sitting here and I'm a double diamond, and I got here with a lot of no's and with a lot of hard days, but I also make a lot of money, and I've been able to pay off crazy bills and take crazy vacations, and my life has completely changed. So I now know how to like tune that out because I know what's more important, for me and my family. I also just kind of want to tell you how I work my business and how I've grown my business and give y'all some tips. So I guess the first thing I want to ask y'all, because it always helps me know kind of like what your goal is. When I joined this business, I had lost my job. I was a principal and I had a really good job. I made really good money and I lost it like that. It was a real like bad situation. We're in a lawsuit with them, like with the government. It was just a horrible situation. And I have 2 master's degrees. And so it was devastating to me. I found it works and I thought like, what if? Like, what if, it's $99. I really didn't have it, but I was like, what if? Well, I realized about a week in that like you can make $1 million. And I never ever I always looked at celebrities and millionaires and thought like, well, I wasn't born lucky, right? That's how I felt. But my perspective changed so fast. So I just, I want to teach all that. And I really want to know too, like, what is your goal? Where are you at in life so that I know who you are and kind of what you're reaching for. Caitlin, I'll start with you. I know you're about to have a baby, right?
Yeah.
Are you having a girl or a boy?
It's a little boy.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks.
So what is your goal with It Works? Like best case scenario, no fears in your head. Like what would you want out of this?
Well, I think it would be pretty awesome to be able to stay at home and just not have to go to work and miss out on everything that's going on in my baby's life.
What money, like what amount of money would it take monthly for that to happen?
Well, right now I have a pretty good job and I'm working full time and I'm making like $1,500 a month. So I would want it to be that or more. Like
okay.
The baby's daddy makes really good money and everything, but I definitely don't want him having to do anything by himself. So.
Right. Okay. That's really good to know. Thank you. And that's really doable. So that's awesome to know your goal. Carrie, what is your goal?
Well, I don't know. I just signed up because I wanted to make like the extra money. I already have a job and I work a lot, but it just seems like it's easy to do. So I figured I would try it for the extra money.
So how much extra money a month would help you or would be like satisfying to you?
I don't know. Maybe like $400. I don't know.
Okay.
Really.
Where do you work?
I work at a resort, just like housekeeping.
Okay. That's awesome. Okay. And then Taylor, what about you?
Well, I'm currently a college student. I just started on Monday, And I'm working already, and I've been working at Grocery Outlet, which isn't the best thing. I'm used to being like a barista where it's all happy environment. And so I just kind of started. I also didn't really have like a lot of money, and then Ryan kind of I don't know, motivated me to do it. So I was like, okay, sure. I've tried it before. It worked like really well with me, and I wanted to sell it, make money, extra money. So college is already paid for me, but my like bills and stuff aren't. Obviously, I have to work, so that extra money would be like awesome. I could get a car, just kind of like have that kind of security, I guess. It would be
Yeah.
nice.
Cool. Okay. So what would be like an idea amount for you?
I don't know, $200 would even be like nice.
Okay. Cool. Okay. What I will tell you from the very, very get-go is you can't be afraid to dream big. I don't know if you can see behind me, but I have like a poster right there. And so when I got into this business, it was October 28th, and in January I made that poster. And actually Oregon's on that. That's so weird. And it was all these things, and one of them I will never forget writing was to make $10,000 a month. And I was like there's like no way. I was like laughable when I wrote that, and I'm like, okay, like no way, because at the time I was making $400 a month, and like I had to cross out $10,000 a month and write 15, and that like blows my mind, because what if I would have just written $500? Like, yeah, that would have helped us, but you know what I mean? It just it showed me like your dreams have to be big, so because you deserve it. So I'll tell you more about that later. Just I really want you to keep that in mind whenever you whenever you're thinking about this and whenever you're jumping into this, because there's so much opportunity for you girls, and y'all are so pretty and so young, and y'all just have so much opportunity. I wish I would have had whenever I was your age. So, okay, I'm going to tell you the main way I work my business. The main things I do are post, message, and I interact with others. Whenever you're posting, you can go to my page, you can go to any leader's page, and you can look at their stuff. Jarvis is on the White Couch page. She's my triple diamond upline, and she's a good person to follow. Looking at our post, taking them, I don't care if you cut and paste it and like change your number, my number to your number, like I don't care. We are all about like one team. I would much rather you dive in not knowing what the heck you're doing and just start doing it, because then that's how I learned. Like I was like, okay, no one told me what to post, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to start posting, and I did. And when I joined, I was terrified. I was like, no one's going to buy this from me. People are going to tell me no. And I got over that so fast. The first full month, November, I was the number 3 enroller in the entire world for the company. And I had no clue what I was doing. All I knew was I needed to message people and I needed to post. And that's what I started doing. I just started posting every day. I would post about one product a day. And, Ryan's a perfect example. Follow her lead. She posts about one product a day. Think about it. If you go in a store and they're like 20,000 things are on sale, you're like, what? You're just going to leave, right? Like, that's just too overwhelming. If people are shouting like, well, this is on sale. Well, this is on sale. So think about it like you have one product you're focusing on a day and you're putting out there. And I always message or post about the opportunity, like something. It could be like, you're a college student, so it could be that you are at Starbucks and you got a text asking about hair, skin, and nails, and like that's an opportunity. You're sitting having coffee, you're not at work, in an office building, and that's so appealing to people that they could go to Starbucks, be studying, and still sign a customer. So, like, I want you to think about this in the way that you're not having to like change your life. You're not having to like make it awkward or make it something separate. Think about how you can integrate it into everything you're already doing. Like if I go out to eat now with my family, then Hey, girl.
I just wanted to say hi to you guys.
This
I
is
was
our
about
triple
to say-
diamond.
I was about to go in the living room, and I was like, I'm going to hijack their Zoom for like 2 seconds and say hi.
Tell Jarvis really quick who everyone is. Taylor, you start.
I'm Taylor. Hi, I'm from the Dalles, Oregon.
You're from where? What part of Oregon?
The Dalles. It's so I'm about an hour and 45 minutes from Portland. I'm like right along the Columbia Gorge. So,
Very cool.
yeah.
Very cool. Nice to meet you, Taylor.
Nice to meet you too.
Who's next?
Caitlin.
Caitlin.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm Caitlin. I'm from Fossil, Oregon, so it's in the middle of nowhere. So
That's all right. That's all right. Put it on the map, girl. Put it on the map.
And I'm Carrie. I'm from Prineville, Oregon.
Hello. So all of y'all are like literally, how did y'all even find each other? Facebook?
I know Caitlin personally. We used to play sports together.
Ah.
Yeah. and Ryan moved to Fossil and Condon for a little bit, so
Very cool.
Other-
Well, nice to
other
meet
than
you.
knowing Taylor, she's kind of introducing everybody else to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Y'all are like tearing up the map, so I just had to come in here and, I mean, who knew all that was going on in Oregon? So
Katie, how did you meet Ryan?
She lives in Prineville, so that's how I know her.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
Very cool. Well, Courtney and I are gonna come up and over to do a one team, one mission. So y'all just keep on being awesome, and we'll see y'all in a couple months. And you're muted. They're like, what? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go, but I just wanted to say hi.
Thank you, Jarvis.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
She's so awesome. So she is a triple diamond. She makes an average, I don't have the thing anymore, but she makes like, I don't know, $10,000 a month. She went triple recently, and she is not my enroller, but I clung to her because I knew she was very smart, and I knew once I saw the money you could make, I knew she would teach me how to do everything. And so that's what I hope to teach all of y'all, that want to make money, is to teach you how to do it. So, okay, the thing I was saying is, don't let this overwhelm you. Like, you feel like you have to be this person, and then you have to post, and then this and this and this. Everyone wants to know who you are. They want to know, what do you like? That's why people get on Facebook. They don't get on Facebook for an ad. So while I'll post about products, and I'll post about like, hey, does anyone want to try this? I don't like, you can tell Ryan, like, she posts herself, not like, an ad. Because if I'm on Insta and I'm scrolling and it's a sponsored ad, I don't give a crap what it is. I don't look at it, because that's not why I'm on Instagram, right? I'm on Instagram to look at people, and that's why people get on Facebook. So think about that when you're posting. Like, I just posted about my kids and how I don't have to miss a lot of their first anymore. Like, I'd miss their first steps and all of that. So go look at that if you haven't. And I didn't say join my team, and sometimes I do. I didn't say, do you want to be like me? I just was like, I'm grateful for this. And I'll tell you why. I've been talking to a girl who is about to go back to work from maternity leave, and she bawls every day because she hates her job. And I'm like, dude, freaking sign up with me. Like, I know she'd be awesome. I went to high school with her. So when I post, I think about, like, who's going to read it, and I want it to hit somebody. So I made something today that said, like, college students wanted, and I'm going to post it in the team thing, because that's a huge population. If you posted that and just told why, like, how it would be easy to work it in college, or if you're a college student, just think of things like that when you're posting. Make it personal to what you would want, who you could really connect with, and who you could really help. Because we can't all connect with anyone. I can't really connect with a college student. I wish I could. I wish I would have known about this in college, because I was too busy blowing money and not being responsible. So, like, I commend y'all. Messaging is so important. It is very awkward at first. And it is very, it's just weird. It's just weird. But that's where it's at. I just now got over that. Like, I would message people, but I just now have gotten to like where I'll talk to strangers and I'll really get to know them and then give them, hey, like, it's just crazy. Like, this one lady, she's struggling. She keeps having miscarriages and she hates her job and she knows that's why she's stressed out. And so she's not making anything. She has $3 in her bank account. And I'm like, well, I didn't message you to sell to you, but you know what I'm going to say. And she's like, I know what I need to do. But that's really sincerely not why I got to know her. So one thing I want to tell you that's really helped me is using hashtags. And I know y'all know how to do that because people your age taught me how to do that. So use those and build relationships. Like, if you love coffee, if you love whatever it is, hashtag that, search it, interact with those people. I will tell you, this job isn't hard and it doesn't feel like a job when you're doing it right. If it's stressful, then you're not doing it right. And I've been there and I've been like, okay, I need to reevaluate. It does have to be intentional. You cannot just wake up a double diamond making, $10,000 a month. It won't happen. You do have to be intentional, but it's not hard. It's not like you have to go and train for this. It's just the same steps over and over. The easiest thing to do is to stop doing those steps when you're not putting people on the computer. I'll give you examples of messages, but you have to send them out. You can't be scared. Like, you have to get over yourself and you have to be like, I'm going to make a difference. People are going to tell me no. People are going to ignore me. That's part of it, period. It has nothing to do with you. You didn't invent the products, so you can't take it personal. It's just like if my uncle worked at the Chevy dealership. Well, I don't care. We've always been Ford people, and it's nothing personal against him, right? But you just have to think of it like that. Your goal every month is to assign 4 customers and 3 teammates. Okay, that's called our steps to success. If you shoot for that and you hit that every month, in 4 years, you'll be making $585,000 a year. That is just our simple formula. Some months you'll do more, some months you'll do less, but that's my goal every month. Whenever you get your kit, you'll get a steps to success sheet in there. And you'll be able to fill it out. I have a notebook and I make copies. And so every month I write the new month on there and I'll write down my customers as I get them and I'll write down my teammates. Like this month I've gotten 4 teammates and I've gotten like 5 customers, which is awesome. But in June and July, my months weren't as good. So it all evens out though. But I don't ever sit there after a good month and think, well, I don't have to work this month, So just know that your steps to success is your target. If you can go above and beyond, amazing. You'll move so fast.
I have a question.
Yes.
How did you find different people to sell to? That's my biggest thing is here in our community, it's so small that it's hard to find people who actually want to try.
So what I want you to do is I want you to think of yourself as you work for the whole world. And I want you to right now get a global perspective because it'll save you months of frustration. I sell to people all over the United States because I post on Insta. Like I just had a lady, she's a doctor in California, sign up to be a customer because I post consistently and I use hashtags. She found me, started following me, and then she commented on my post. It really is as simple as that. You just have to be consistent and you can't be spammy. So if you don't follow me on Insta, follow me because my Insta used to look completely different. It was like a sales ad. That's how. I live in an area that's like Portland, but I live on the outskirts. And so a really, really small town, probably about as small as Central Point or Medford, is right here, 3 miles down the road. There's an ambassador there, which is the very top of the company. So you can bet all these people over here are under her. Anybody in my area that wants to be doing this is already doing it. So I just have broadened my perspective. I'm like, okay, we opened in Europe. found a girl in Europe. We're in Canada, hashtag Canada, started following a bunch of people on Insta, started messaging their stuff, got a girl in Canada. I wanted someone on the West Coast so bad. My husband's best friend from high school, I ended up signing her, and then, you know, found Cassidy, and then she found Ryan and y'all. So you just have to think, you're not going to sell to the immediate people around you. Like you're just not, you might sell to a percentage of them, but I'll tell you, don't let that scare you. Let that inspire you. Anytime I get down and I think, well, there's no one, I Google the population of Texas, Google the population of Oregon, and like check yourself. I will always go, okay, Courtney, like get your shit together. There's a million people around here and they're not on your team. And I just, you know, you have to. And then I'm like, okay, how am I going to go do this? Okay, I'm going to go follow 100 new people on Instagram. Do not judge yourself by the amount of people you put in the computer on a day. Judge yourself on your work ethic. If you're following people, if you're building connections, if you're talking to people, if you're working your business, doing something for it every single day, just something, then you're working your business. You have to think of it as going to the gym. If you want to lose 10 pounds and you go to the gym and you work out for an hour and you come home and you weigh yourself and you haven't lost 10 pounds, you don't quit. So if you go hard as paint, you message people, you post, and you don't sign somebody, you don't quit. And that's my biggest advice is you cannot measure yourself on the amount of people you put in the computer that day. You have to look and ask yourself, am I doing the best I can do? Am I working it? And if the answer is yes, the people will come. I compare it to a gym and I compare it to a farmer. A farmer does not go, you know, the best farmer in the world that has the biggest farm, it's going to take his crops the longest to grow. A farmer does not go and plant a ton of seeds and go back the next day and go, well, shit, they didn't grow, so screw it, right? You have to look at this business that way. I message people every single flipping day today. I mean, I just took a shower. I'm not telling you to be like, look homeless like me, but what I'm saying is I struggle too. Like I got up at 5:30 this morning. I've messaged people all day, and guess how many people I put in the computer? 0. But I secured 2 customers for tomorrow. And so that's a win. I also talked to 3 girls today. That's a win. If you're talking to people and you're sending messages, those are wins. Those, I will tell you, the only time you should feel bad about yourself is someone tells you to screw off and stop messaging them. Seriously. Because I got in my head really quick that there's 2 people in this world, people that want to make more money and people that want to look and feel better. And everyone you meet is one of those 2 people. I don't look at people as a price tag. I look at someone as how can I help them? They're either wanting to get healthier or they want to make more money. And that's how I interact with anybody I meet. Be proud of who you are and be proud of what you do. If you were to go to the mall tomorrow and someone said, what do? You have to have enough confidence to say, well, I work at Grocery Outlet and I'm an It Works distributor. And that felt so weird at first. Like it felt so stupid. I mean, I felt stupid. I felt embarrassed posting and now I laugh. I mean, I was a principal and now I'm slinging skinny wraps, right? I was like, this is embarrassing. But now I'm like, screw you. You're at work stressed out all the time and I own my own time. So be proud of what you do because our company is very reputable and they take care of their people. I mean, they're giving away $1 million right now. They take such good care of us. So be proud of what you do. Make it a part of who you already are. Don't create a different person. Don't feel like you have to be someone you're not. If you're posting every day anyways, how can you incorporate an It Works post? Or how can you tie that to It Works? Some way, shape, or form. Don't have to be making a ton out of the gate, but I can remember just thinking like, I love that I can message people on my lunch break from my phone and build my business. It doesn't mean you put people on the computer, but you're working your business from your phone. And so those are all different ways you can post about it. I will just say it again. I don't want to beat a dead horse. You have to post every day. You have to commit to doing that. Not the same people do not see your post over and over. So you have to get over thinking, well, if I post 3 times a day that you're going to beat me over the head with those 3 posts. The way the algorithm is on Facebook, the chances of your friends list seeing those posts is like probably 5%. So think about it. I have, thousands of friends on Facebook. I don't see thousands of posts every day. It's who I interact with. So that leads me to interacting. You have to interact with other people on Facebook. Your post will then show up in their newsfeed and vice versa. I'll teach y'all later on how to make a prospect list. Do y'all know how to do that, to make different lists on Facebook? Okay, I'll teach you that later. I'll make a video. You can watch it later. I just started doing that, and then whenever I get on Facebook, I'll set my timer for 20 minutes, and I'll go to my news feed and it's just my prospects, and I'll just like and comment for 20 minutes. That way I'm not spending 5 hours on Facebook and I've accomplished nothing, right? I'll just go. I want to scroll anyways, and I'll teach you how to do that later. So posting, messaging, and interacting with others. The 2 months my business sucked, I stopped messaging people. I had a really good month where people came to me, and I stopped messaging people, and can't do that. I will give y'all message ideas to use. I'll give y'all message ideas to use. Like, I'll put it in our group little thread and use them. They may work. Some days they may not. I send out, I can show you, like, on my Instagram today, I don't even know. I sent out so many messages, and what I got back today was pretty much jack crap.
How do you enroll a loyal underneath a distributor?
So are you talking about if you enroll someone and then you want to move them?
I'm trying to put one.
She's confused because I put that girl below her today, and she doesn't know how to put a loyal that she would get. Yeah, she doesn't know how to move people.
Okay, so, I'm going to say a couple of different things. If you're brand new, like I said, focus on getting your 4 loyal customers, okay? Don't listen to me right now, what I'm about to tell Caitlin, because I seriously will teach you one thing at a time. Carry 4 loyal customers. Me and you, or me, you and Ryan, or you and Ryan, whoever, we will help you. We will help you message people. Taylor, you have some. I'm almost positive. We will help you. So don't worry about that. Caitlin, whenever you enroll someone, we're going to teach you how to build and how to place. I'll teach all of y'all that eventually, but Caitlin, you're ready for that right now. So you'll enroll someone, and then I'll teach you the report that you go to, and you just move them. It's really simple, but I'll message it to you so that you'll have it. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
So you're still going to enroll them as you would always enroll them. And then I'll teach you how you move, and I'll teach you why you move.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because it was confusing to me at first, but I'll tell you, I went diamond with 1 person on my chart working. 1. And I went double diamond, and I had 19 dead boxes of girls that didn't work. So I wouldn't be sitting where I was if I didn't place to promote. And I'll teach y'all that for sure. I'm trying to think the steps to success. You're like a farmer. I'm looking at all my stuff. So I guess, y'all are in a little different spot than me, because y'all are like starting out in life. You may not be sitting at a job that sucks, or at least feel like you're stuck at a job. It may be like a temporary job until you find your career. So your perspective may be a little bit different than mine. I have 2 kids and a husband, and I wanted to change my life really, really bad. And all I can do is urge you to, know that you live once. Know that you don't have to grow up and work in a job where you're gone all day, every day, and you miss things in life, whether it's your spouse or your kids. And to give it a fair shake and really think about the opportunity that you're sitting on. Because once I realized the opportunity I was sitting on, my life completely changed. All I ever wanted to be was to work with kids. And now I actually own my own daycare and do this. And it's not even about the money. Like, I don't ever want any of my girls to think like, oh, I just want money, because that's not it at all. It's the freedom. I can do a Zoom with you and it's 11:30 my time, and I don't give a shit because I don't have to do anything tomorrow because I decided to close my daycare on Fridays this year, and guess what? I get to spend all day with my 4-year-old and we're going shopping and, just things like that. And I know, like, see, like, y'all don't have kids, so I can't emotionally, like, you don't know what that feels like yet, but you will one day. And so, I just beg you, I guess, not for me, but for you to really, like, give it a fair shake. Give it a year. Give it a year. You sign up and you have a membership for a year. Give it a year, and not only can you change your life, but you can change so many other people's lives. And it is the best feeling I've ever felt from any job I've ever had. And I've loved some of my jobs a lot. But the freedom of, last week I was in Las Vegas and I signed a new team member. Ryan had just signed and I was helping her, and I signed a new loyal. And it's like, when I wake up now, I go and check the computer because I've made money in my sleep, because usually Ryan's putting someone in from the West Coast and I don't even know what the hell is going on. And like, that's so cool, because like, when you start off, you're like, okay, I only have 2 customers. And then one day, if you go with this and you stick with it, you'll wake up and you're like, holy crap, someone signed a whole team on the West Coast. Like, what the hell's going on? And that's just so cool. It's just so cool. So anyways, I just beg you to really, like, I don't know if y'all are religious, and I'm not super religious, and Ryan knows I cuss like a sailor and I like to have a good time, but I really feel like I was in a really bad spot in my life and God brought me to this for a reason. And it's not to go and like preach the Bible, but it's to care about people and to change their lives. And you have such a golden opportunity to do that. So just really know that. And I guess, how bad do you want to change your current situation? You may be happy. You may be perfectly satisfied with where you are. Ashley Sinclair, who is our millionaire upline, I'm going to Mexico with her next week. And I was at her house about, I don't know, a month ago. And we were talking, and she joined this 4 years ago, and she makes like $120,000 a month now, which is insane. And she's like, I don't want anything else. I have a nice house, like everything's paid for. So she is funding this sex trafficking thing in Lubbock, where she is not funding sex trafficking, but she's funding like this organization that helps stop it. And she's like, I can go and write a fat check, and it doesn't matter. And like, that's what I want. I don't want to be sitting in a mansion with like a butler, a maid, and a nanny. I want to be going out, like changing the world and giving back. And that's what our company really believes in. So that's why it's so cool to me, to be able to do that kind of stuff. I have this follow-up sheet. My daughter like crinkled it to hell, but I am going to download this and I'm going to message it to y'all. I just started using it about a month ago. The whole other time I've been in this business, I've flown by the seat of my pants, and I'm a hot, unorganized mess. But I started using this, and it has helped me so, so, so much. And so I'm going to save this file, upload it, because I would talk to someone and they'd ignore me, and then I would never follow up with them. If someone ignores you, that's not a no, okay? If you message 20 people and you get 20 no responses, that's better than 20 no's. And you have to think with your cup half full, or else you'll be a negative Nancy and it won't work. If you write down those 20 names and then come the end of the month, you message them again, I guarantee you they may not have responded, but half of them are watching you now. I had one girl message me 2 months ago, and she's like, I've been watching you for 6 months. I'm ready to join your team. We weren't even friends on Facebook. Like, she had been following me and I didn't even know it. I went to college with her. It's just, you never know who's watching. I tell people it's like a billboard. Target doesn't put up a billboard and know how many people see it. So when you post, that's another thing. When you post, I want you to look at my wall sometime, and I want you to look at my posts, and I want you to see how many people like my posts. I'm going to look right now and tell you. So I posted tonight, and you have to keep in mind I have like 3,000 and something friends. So I posted the West Coast thing and 4 people liked it. Okay, think about that. That's not very many, right? Damn it, I can't scroll back. So
Like all of
my new
about
mom post.
it works
What?
stuff, all the posts that I post about It Works get like literally 4 likes. And then like other stuff that I'll post about just like my life and whatnot, that'll get like what, I don't know, 40 or something. But it's not that
Yeah,
people,
same.
it's just that people think it's like either annoying or they don't want, I don't know.
Well, no, think about it like this too, okay? So this is how I finally like rationalized it with myself. So that's exactly right. That's exactly how my posts are. I get like a few and then I get like 600 likes whenever I post about freaking Pizza Hut or something, you know, and I'm like, really? If you're creeping on somebody, you don't want them to know, right? So if you think that you're not happy with your body or your financial situation sucks, you're not going to comment on my post, yeah, my life's shitty, I need some money, right? And what are the chances someone's going to feel comfortable enough coming out to say that? So I always think like people are creeping on you, because they are, and nobody tells you they're creeping on you. So just know, if you post something and nobody likes it, a lot of people are reading it, and you have to be confident in that, and you have to know that. No, I'm not going to go creep on my ex-boyfriend's page and like drop him a note and be like, I was on your page, like creeping. People aren't going to do that on yours either. They're going to have to see you're consistent, that you believe in this, and then you will reach them. 9 times out of 10, they'll end up private messaging you, or you'll message them and they'll say, yeah, I've been wanting to try the rats, or yeah, I've been wanting to do this. But people are not going to put themselves out there and be like, oh yeah, you know, I need to skinny wrap my stomach, you know, order me something. It's just not going to happen. So know that from the gate. Like Ashley Sinclair, millionaire, she'll post something, 5 people may like it. She'll post something about her kid and like 600 people like it. It's just, that's how the game is. Your follow-up sheet, like I said, is just so important. I'm just now starting to use it, and I wish so bad I would have started from the very beginning, because it's a great tool. I will post that. I'll send y'all the link to that. Like I said, go ahead.
About that. I have a notebook that I write down like every single person I message that has like potential to be a DT or a loyal. I'll write down DT and then their name and then like the day they said they got paid, or the day that they said that they wanted me to message them back, or blah blah blah. Or I'll write like, not a very good chance they're gonna buy anything, or stuff like that, you know. And then I'll go through it every single day, and I'll have some people that are like I have probably 4 people I need to message tomorrow because they get paid tomorrow because it's Friday.
And it's so important to do that, because if not, I don't know, like 9 times out of 10, people are not going to come and do it themselves. You have to pursue them. You have to, you know, like think about the dentist whenever it's time for your checkup. I'm not going. But if the dentist calls me a couple of times and they're like, it's time for your 6-month cleaning, it's time for, okay. You know what I mean? I know I need it. I know I want it. It's the same thing. Like that's our job, is to follow up with people. God, what else did you just say? Oh. Okay. I want you to know how to close deals. You do not send somebody, so when you use the messages that we give you, you do not send somebody to your website and count on them to order. You just don't. I will tell you 90% of the time they will never do it unless they're like Ryan or someone who's type A. I signed myself up as a distributor, and I think I have like 200 distributors, and I think maybe 10 of them have signed themselves up. It just doesn't happen. People want to be taken care of. They want convenience. Don't be afraid to ask. Whenever someone says they're interested, I give them 2 choices. I say, would you like for me to input your order and you can send me your information, or would you like me to walk you through doing it? I'm ready when you are. And you have to be okay to say that, like, I'm ready when you are, because they're going to be like, okay. And it forces them to make a choice, but they're in control. You cannot say, can I send you some information, and then say yes, and you go, here's my website.
No.
It's not going to happen. They're not going to know what they're looking at. What I always do is I establish a need. And Carrie, I'll give you or Ryan or whatever. We'll get you the message that we send out. We establish, hey, will you look at this? They say yes. And then we say, like, what would you be most interested in? Give them a category. Then you establish a need. Then you're giving them a need, then you're giving them an answer to their needs, and you're not trying to sell them something so you make money. You know what I mean? It creates a completely different playing field.
I have never, I've never given somebody the option to actually input their own information or order their own thing. I'm always like, okay, like, glad you want to order that. So I need your name, number, email, blah, blah, blah. 9 times out of 10, they'll just straight up give it to you, which I thought was because I wouldn't do that. But
yeah, I was a little scared at first. I was like,
exactly.
I'm still my identity.
You're like, what?
You would be shocked. Like, I've had people just like take a picture of their credit card and send it to me that I don't even know. When I was in Vegas, and she's like, order me wraps, and I'm like,
oh my god.
I mean, I'm a trustworthy person, but do what?
I've had of cards on my phone, and I'm like, you people are crazy, but I'm fine with it because I'm making money.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
I'm trying to think.
Like, I've had like 3 people make their own orders because they were sketched out about sending me their card, which is totally understandable. But then I'll say, okay, go to this, 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 and this, and totally walk them through that so that they actually sign themselves up as a loyal.
Yes.
Or distributor, whatever. And then at the very end, I'll make them send me a screenshot that says they're enrolled, blah, blah, blah. So then I'm like, perfect. It worked.
I have a question. When it comes to that point where they're going to like be a loyal customer, how, like, I haven't really looked into or really been told how to sign them up. Would it just be like regular signing up like yourself? You just put in their information instead of...
So let me show you. Hold on really quick. I'm going to show you. Has everyone logged into their eSuite?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, if you have not logged into your eSuite and you have not, oh wait, I'm in my husband's, and you have not taken it off of commission hold, you need to do that. And I'm going to show you really quick. So you log into your eSuite, and then you go up here to orders at the top. And then on the bottom, or on the side left right here, Taylor, it says enroll new customer.
Oh, okay.
That. And then you just pick what you're enrolling.
Okay, that
so let's say
is a lot easier than I thought.
Say you're enrolling, well, Ryan was super badass, and she put someone in before she even knew what she was doing.
I guess if I could have looked
no, but you don't know. You don't know. I mean, you don't know what you don't know. So then you just go to loyal customer. And it's super easy. Like, let's say they want wraps. So you would just do this. Sorry, it's running slow. Then everything on this screen is their information.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That
now,
makes sense.
I want y'all to know a couple more things. I'm trying to think of just some important things to tell you. If the shipping and billing is different, it has to be called in. You may already know that. It has to be called in. If not, there are so many things that it can screw up. So let's say, you know, you have $100 in your account and your shipping and billing's different, and you want me to order you wraps, and I don't know that. I go to process it. It's going to run your card. It's going to put a hold on that. And then it's going to say the billing address is wrong. And you're going to say, oh, my billing address is different. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to call in your order, and there's not going to be enough available funds. And that pisses people off because and I get it. I'd be pissed off too. So always, always, always ask, is your shipping the same as your billing? Are you 110% sure? Because it will put a hold on that for 5 days if it doesn't match, okay? I always ask people, and then it's no big deal if it's not the same. You just call it in, and I, can give you that number. And it's super easy. Try to think if there's anything else.
Sorry.
Huh?
When I met Michaela, it was a shit show because her shipping and mailing address were different, and that was the first time I came across it. And so it kept saying card declined or whatever. Everything popped up, and it was like I wanted to give up. I was like, this is stupid. I'm not even going to try. And then it finally went through, and I was like, hell yeah, I just got my first distributor. And then this all happened. So it's worth it. You just need to make sure that you ask.
Yes.
And know 100% what they're. I always ask, what is the address connected to your card?
That's what I say.
And then they'll say, oh, but that's not where I live anymore.
Yeah.
And then you'd know to call it in.
Yes. That's just so important that you know that. And it's something I learned. Yeah, I learned the hard way when I was trying to enroll a distributor, and then she got frustrated and never enrolled. So yeah, it's better to know and be proactive. What questions do y'all have? Carrie, what questions do you have?
I don't really have any questions yet.
Okay. Are you nervous? Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Okay, good. Another tip, I'm like so random. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I can't like express to y'all how excited I am about your team, because it's not just like, I'm trying not to cry. It's not just that y'all are amazing. It's that like literally I've been praying for this for a year. Like I have been like, I want an Oregon team. I want an Oregon team for so long, because we want to move back to Oregon so bad. And I was like, well, I would have to completely start my business over, because I do host a lot of stuff here and I take my team to a lot of places here. And Jay's like, grow an Oregon team. And I'm like, so, I don't know, like y'all are going to be my favorite. Like I just want to take care of y'all because y'all, it just means a lot that this happened. So I want y'all to know, like, I'm here for you 110%, just like Ryan is. I'm just random. Okay. When you post a picture of you. I don't care if it has nothing to do with it works. If you're talking about, wanting a new team member, post your face. People want to see you. People don't want to be sold to. They want to have a emotional connection. That's how you're going to get people to join. You never know if you don't ask. I will tell you, when I started this, I asked and I just went nuts. Like, Ryan is my like spirit animal. Like I just went nuts. Like I just was like, I'm asking everyone. You're like, I'd view you and I'd be like, well, you're either going to join me or you're going to buy from me, because you need one or the other. And I just went like crazy, and it was just it was like the most amazing feeling. So all I can do is tell you, like, let your guard down and let it change your life. And if that means in a year you're making 10 grand a month, so be it. And if that means that, you may say you only want 500, but what if you're supposed to be blessed with a lot more? What if you're supposed to go out and change way more than just your life? And the money's there. I'll never tell people to sacrifice their loves or their beliefs or their family, but if this can change you and then you can bless so many people, like, why not? I'm just the type of person where if I'm going to do something, I'm going to give it 100%. So, I just encourage you to do the same, because it's just been amazing. Taylor, do you have any questions?
I think my major question was just on like how you add customers. I guess I'm just really waiting for, well, not necessarily waiting, looking for my next like loyal customer, or even possibly getting someone who wants to be like a part of our team. Yeah, it's just kind of like, it's rough, like messaging people and finding people to message, I guess. Like I've also went to Instagram and like I'm like follow tons of people from like all over this country, whatever. But yeah, I think it's just really finding someone who actually wants to buy it, because I have like a few people who are like, oh yeah, that sounds really good, and they're like, okay, well, you look around like the site, or I'll give you some like cool deals that we have right now and let me know. And they're like, okay, yeah, sure. And then it's like dead. They don't message back.
So what I'll tell you is, sense of urgency, and put So whenever you tell them to go look around, establish a need. So let's say it's weight loss. Then you can send them a picture of our weight loss products. And then say, these are them. And then they'll say, how much do they cost? You say, well, it's this much retail. It's this much to be a loyal. And then they're like, oh, okay. And go, you have to be assertive. And you have to say, awesome, I'm sitting at the computer right now. Can I get your information inputted? And you
Or say, have another girl that you're signing up right now, and this is the last spot or second last spot, and then they're like, oh, should I have to?
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
you just, the way, like, okay, think if you had like $1 million and you were standing on the corner and you knew where else there was like a hidden amount of money, right? And I walked by and I was your best friend. How would you interact with me? Right? You'd be like, holy shit, I just got $1 million and there's another stack and like I can't carry it all. Come on. Like, that's how you have to view this business. You have to view it as like you have something so special, because we do. Our products are amazing and our comp plan is the freaking bomb. And you'll realize that. You'll realize that as you start making money, and you have to approach people. So you can't be like, do you want to join my team? You're like, this is literally what I'll tell people now. Hey, I'm going to make $1 million for this company. It is freaking amazing. I think you would rock at it. Can I call you? And that's all I say. I don't even tell them who I'm with. And 9 times out of 10, they're like, yeah, sure, shoot, go for it. And that's how I get people. Because you never answer a question they haven't asked you, because you'll start word vomiting, because you're a nice person. You want to tell them everything and make them feel comfortable, right? That's how we're programmed. I learned, don't answer anything they don't ask, and don't give them a lot of information, because then they won't be curious. The more information you give them, the more reasons they'll have to say no. Like,
That's beginning. I sent out huge messages that no one wanted to read. You have to keep it short, sweet, and to the point, and to where they have to ask a question.
yes.
So if you say, like, what are you interested in? Tightening, toning, weight loss, hair growth, skincare, blah, blah, blah. They'll say, oh, probably weight loss. And then you'll send them screenshots of the products that are, like, affordable. If they're young, then affordable, because we're all poor. And they'll be like, okay, that's only $30. I can definitely order that. And then you say, okay, give me your card information.
So what I would tell y'all, like, tomorrow, whenever y'all start messaging tomorrow, screenshot your conversations, and I'll send you my number, and send it to me or send it to Ryan, and send it to us and say, this is what they're saying. And I'll go, okay, sweet. Like, let's say they're interested in growing their hair out and you aren't familiar with what to answer back with. I will send it to you. Like, I will say, send them this picture and send them this verbiage. Like, we'll tell you exactly what to say until you learn it. That's how I learned. That's what, what people did for me. But you have to be not pushy, but assertive. Like, you have to have enough confidence to know, and I can tell you, because I have some awesome before and afters, that we have good products and they're valuable. And you have to know that and be confident in that, and just know that you have an opportunity for people to work at home. I mean, I make more than a principal, and I would have told you you're full of shit a year ago. And now it's like, but I do, and I have an opportunity. It took a while to get there. So just, confidence. If you don't have confidence, fake it till you make it. No one can tell behind a computer screen if you're scared, unless you start rambling long messages, and you know what I mean? Ryan, can you think of anything else?
I just want you guys to not message like 5 people a day and think, oh, no one replied, no one wanted it, I'm giving up. Like, literally, I message 30 or more people a day, copy and paste, like, hey, blank, and then I change their name and I send it to everybody. And maybe 5 people reply, and maybe I get 2 sales, but I still got 2 loyal customers that day.
The best distributors were loyal customers. Like, you'll know that those will be your easiest distributors to sign one day. And like Ryan said, I will tell you, like, before I go to bed, I'm going to go follow the max amount of people on Insta. I'm going to go, and I have this app that I use to unfollow people that don't follow me. It's free. It's called Cleaner. And then I'm going to send out a bunch of messages, and I'm not even going to look and see if people reply tonight. I'll look in the morning. That's That's
That's
equivalent
what I do
to
too.
go to the gym and I work out and I'm not going to come home and weigh. Okay. It's the same thing. I'm going to do my work, sit down, I'm going to go to sleep. And then tomorrow I'll look, and if someone responded, I'm going to answer, but I'm not going to sit there and count even how many messages I sent out. You know what I mean? I'm going to send out a lot. I know it's not going to be 5, and then I'm going to move on to new people. And y'all, 80% of the people, maybe even 90, they don't answer me. But the ones that do are the ones that want to buy something. And that's the only ones you can worry about. Because before you know it, like, I thought no one would buy for me. And our team has 780 customers. Like, that's insane. I never in a million years would have thought. But it's one at a time. And that's what residual income is too. I want you to understand the definition of that, because some girls get frustrated. This wasn't a job that like you applied for and so you quit everything else and you're banking on making $1 million, right? Residual income is the extra income, and it grows until it can become your full-time income. It's not meant to get rich quick overnight. It's not meant for you to quit your job tomorrow. Okay, like, I still own my daycare because I want to be completely debt free before I completely give up everything. So just know your hard efforts, your work, your days of people saying no, they will pay off, and people are watching you. The biggest skeptics turn into the best people.
I just want to say that the one girl that I've messaged probably 4 times that's been like, okay, yeah, I might buy that. Yeah, I might buy that. Message me tomorrow. Just messaged me just now and said, oh, I'm okay for now. I'm like, girl, I just spent like 2 weeks on you, and she's just now telling me no. But that happens to me like 4 times a day. So don't get your hopes down because of that. It will happen.
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I bugged you.
Yeah.
Like, you even, like, sometimes I get to the point where I say, hey girl, I really don't want to be annoying, but, and then that's when they reply. They go, oh, you're not annoying, you know, but
That's what they always say, and you're like, I know I am, shut up.
right.
Yeah, like, I could tell you so many stories. There was this one time I talked to a girl on the phone, y'all, for 2 hours. And she was so pretty. She owned her own photography business in Texas. And I thought, like, this is perfect. She already knows how to build clients, blah, blah, blah. So she calls me later that night, and we're signing her up as a distributor. And she goes, holy shit. And I go, what? She goes, you're the wrong Courtney. And I was like, what do you mean I'm the wrong Courtney? I've been talking to you all night. Like, I taught her everything. And she goes, no, there's another Courtney that had messaged me before, and I had been ignoring her. And when I answered you, I thought you were that Courtney. And it's this blonde Courtney. You can look her up. She's like an ambassador and drives a Denali that she paid for in cash. And she's super cool and whatever. And that bitch went and signed up with her. And I was like, oh my God. But guess what? She's never even posted, and she's never done anything. So I feel like that was God's way of intervening, because I would have been more frustrated had I signed her up thinking she's already owns her own business and she's going to freaking rock, and she doesn't do shit. So, you know what I mean? Like, you have to know everything happens for a reason. And I had one girl sign up one day, y'all, and she called me an hour later, and she goes, this is too much. Too many people want to buy this stuff. And like, I don't even know how to do this. And like, I'm quitting. And I was like, no, but you wanted to make money. And she's like, I know, but too many people want to buy from me. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? And she quit and whatever. And I was like, what is wrong with you? So just know, like, the more you work this, the crazier people you'll see. And it's like the circus, I mean, or the fair. You just have to look around and laugh and keep trucking. So I think that's it. Caitlin, do you have any questions, girl?
Well, I just tried to enroll somebody, and it said that they rejected her card and told me to call customer service, but she said that the addresses are the same.
What did the rejection say?
It just said rejected, call customer service.
Are you trying to enroll her through your website or through eSuite?
eSuites.
Is the name on the card, does it have a middle initial?
Yeah.
Like for sure you know that that's what her card looks like?
She just said that's what the name is on the card.
Because usually it will give you a code. Like it'll say ABS rejected. It just said rejected, call customer service.
Yeah.
Will you ask her to look if it's pending on her bank account?
Yeah.
And then just keep all of her information, and tomorrow morning call customer service and have them enter it, and it should probably go through.
Okay.
Or you can, ask her right now. Just say, hey, is it pending on your bank account? I want to make sure. Because I've had it do that before, and then I've gone, y'all need to know that, like, our customer service people are amazing, but our websites suck sometimes. Like, month end, like, the best thing is during promotions when bonuses are on the line. Like, they'll roll out in February. They'll say, like, go diamond this month and you'll get a $30,000 bonus, right? Well, then they like to be funny and F with your mind. And then, like, the night on month's end, they'll be like, the computer crashed for an hour. And I'm like, bullshit, it did not. So just know, like, that's normal. You just have to learn to get everything done the day before the last day of the month. I'll teach you all of that. What did she say?
She hasn't replied yet.
Okay. I don't know. There's weird things, but just know, like, we can problem solve it if you ever have trouble enrolling anyone or any of that stuff. Derek, can you hear us?
She's I'm gonna talk for her, is in her house and doesn't have a door because she just moved into her new house and everybody's asleep, so she can't talk, but she can hear.
Okay, good. Thank you. Can you think of anything else, Ryan?
All I know is I'm sitting in the McDonald's parking lot and there's tweakers all around me, and I've been worried this whole time.
Are there a lot of tweakers in Oregon?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually.
Jay said there's a lot of meth there.
Yeah.
Yes.
You go to
I
Portland
feel like
and
that's half
you
of
have a
Fossil
show.
There's
Yeah, no kidding. Fossil's crazy.
That's so
I just see random people sleeping on benches now, and it's like, oh my god,
Oh my
go
God.
away.
That's so sad, too, because Oregon's so beautiful.
Yeah, people need to stop moving here. Like, I mean, the bad people, I guess.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Did she message you back, Caitlin?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be up for a while if you want to let me know what she says and I can help you. Because
Okay.
we can
I just
see it.
know that Courtney doesn't sleep. It's literally 12 in Texas and she's just wide awake, FaceTiming us, and it's here and I'm tired.
Y'all, like, once you catch the vision of this business, you won't sleep until ambassador. I'm serious.
Oh my
Like,
God.
it is insane. Like, I will never forget the month Jay and I opened up our checks and I just bawled. I'm like, what the fuck? Sorry, I cuss. I'm just fair warning. And I'm like how did this happen? You know, it's changed our lives so much. And like, really, I stay up all night helping my girls because I want y'all to know what that feels like. You know, I truly do, because I never thought I'd know what that feels like. Yeah, I pretty much don't sleep at all.
No,
I get
you
up at 5:30. I go to bed usually about 2. I can't sleep because I can't stop thinking about my business. Like, my husband's like, what time did you fall asleep last night? I'm like, 3, because I kept following new people on Insta. Like, I couldn't stop.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, what if they're the
Well-
next Black Diamond?
All I want to do is sleep.
You're pregnant. That's different.
Yeah. Being pregnant's pretty terrible.
Oh my goodness.
I would agree. I wasn't a fun pregnant person at all. I sucked.
Yeah. Everybody's always over here, and I'm just like, you guys have fun. I'm going to bed.
Who do you live with?
I live with my boyfriend.
Okay. Yeah, I was not a fun pregnant person. I was asleep by 4 every day. Like, in the afternoon, I taught and I'd come home and I'd go to bed. my husband, like, he goes, I would consider like running my car into a pole or going home because I knew I was going to be by myself all night. I'm like, I'm sorry. He's like, you're not having another kid.
Yeah, I wish I had that luxury. They like wake me up. What are you doing? Well, I was sleeping.
Have you like been really sick?
Mm-mm.
That's good.
No, I was there in the beginning, and then after the first couple months, I was fine.
That's good. I was so sick. Oh my God. Okay, well, I am going to go work some more and then let me know what she says, Caitlin, and then we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And even if like in the morning, like Ryan, I enrolled someone because it opens at 6:30 my time, so it's 4:30 y'all's time. So if I ever need to call in an order for you guys or anything and help you out, like I'll always do that. I think that's it. I'm just really excited for y'all. Y'all have a lot of momentum going on your team, and just ride that wave because stay close to the fire. And magic will happen, I promise. So y'all just ride that wave and let us know what you need. It was nice to meet y'all. I want to meet y'all in person soon.
That would be awesome.
I want to come to Oregon. We went to Washington last year, but we haven't been to Oregon. Oh, crap. We haven't been to Oregon in 6 years. It's probably our turn. Well, it sucks because, like, when we fly into Portland, and then we have to freaking drive to Medford, and it's like we have to rent a car. We have 2 damn kids. We have to get 2 car seats on the airplane, and then we've got to, fly that long and then drive 3 hours. No, maybe more. I don't know. I don't want to drive in the car after I've flown with 2 kids on an airplane for 4 hours. It's just not fun at all. So it's a long trip. It's a big trip. So anyways, all right, well, y'all let me know what you need, and I'm excited for y'all.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. I will talk to y'all later.
All right, bye.
Bye, girls.